Alright, so we should be streaming now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's a little bit later today, but welcome back. It's a Wednesday. And we're 100% completing Forza Horizon 3 once again. And we're going to do, once again, where was it? Campaign. Yeah, about 6 championships. So our goal for today would be not only 50 championships out of 63 championships completed. So let's get right to it. Let's not waste time. I got quite a bit to do today. So let's just do whatever. If I see a dirt race, I'm just gonna do it off rip. Something here. And that's nice. It's on live chat. Nice, cool. That's set up proper. Alright.
Some of the rarest of the rare at this collector's championship. Whatever you do, don't lose any of them.
Four for this. Alright. And what is this? What are kind of, is this skill-based matchmaking? We're going to say 1-to-1, and then that's just the most random thing. You know something? I forgot to do something here. Oh, by the way, guys, I have essentials on now for this month. So there's that. So I could play a lot more games for videos and stuff. Or I could not. This car is very slow. Yeah, but I got a certain schedule for this week coming up. For this week. For the month, practically. There's certain things I gotta drop. And that's kind of that. I mean, one of the things is definitely a Need for Speed the Run review, which is I'm kind of aiming for at the end of the month. A little bit before April. Kind of aiming for that time period. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna really say. So just expect a Need for Speed the Run review around start of April, end of March. Supposed to get the game from Amazon soon, so to be able to play it with my PS3 to just play it. It only takes about maybe 2 hours or so to beat. Something like that. Very short game. I don't think there's any cars that I have to take pictures of here. Just let me know if the stream is good, anybody. Also, I just got a new monitor as well. Not playing on the TV anymore. I have myself a new monitor that I got a couple of days ago. So yeah, I kind of set it up and everything, so everything's going good here. It's a pretty good monitor. 1440p, you know, could play 120 frames per second, but it needs to be 1080p for that. But I could play 1440p 60 fps for certain games, which they're, you know, capable for that or compatible. For example, right now, like, this obviously cannot play 60 fps because not on PC. It's still on the base Xbox One. But the you know, the quality is more clear. The screen is a lot more smaller, so I have a lot more space on the setup. Little things like that.
In 400 yards, bear left. Keep left. In 400 yards, bear left. Keep left.
I'm just gonna slow down, buddy. There's a guy another in the same car. I have a lot more space on the setup, so now I don't even need to kind of move around. To check the chat, I can just kind of just look. But anyways, we got 3 more races. One here. We're not gonna drive the 1-to-1, but we'll definitely like go in it to see if there's any cars I have to take pictures of. If not, we could upgrade a car, like something. See if I can do anything here with this thing. Actually, not too bad now. Like, since some have less input delay, since I'm on the monitor now, you can kind of control certain things, and I say that as lose control a little bit. We're on the road here. I'll take advantage of that. My headphones are just mad tweaking right now, so No way, there's something there. These guys don't even know how to handle themselves here. I was kind of wishing that wasn't too heavy. I don't. I'm trying to think. I don't know how much cars are in this specific championship. Let me see. Quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit. And, I'll take the GT40. Upgrade that a little bit. I'll just colors. You're doing this. And I kind of just, all right, I'll drive a stock for now, for this race, and then upgrade it after. This car kind of handles well by default. Oops. Accidentally went in reverse. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna definitely upgrade this. So right. If I mm, do this first, then we're gonna do. It's kind of light to be fair. I don't have to do anything there. I already have. No, it doesn't. You do that. Yeah. Nah, it doesn't need like springs. It kind of handles good, but definitely does not need that. I don't think it needs a clutch. Sport transfer increases the PI. Not gonna touch that. But sport diff. No, sport race that because doesn't do anything. No, I applied street tires and it could be applied. Now, right? Okay. No, you could do this. And I think that's all I can do for it to be an A class. So it's just a little bit more tight in terms of just stabilization is just more tight. So it's just gonna even handle even better. Street tires. It's got a little bit more width in the front. Plus, that's all I can do is to get to the top of A class. It's already light, so I didn't really need to add weight reduction. I think this is the last race, so I'll take a picture here just in case. One car. Beyond 250. That's the Rasa there. Anything else? Nothing. All right. So that's all of them. Yeah, that's annoying. Logs bumped me back there a little bit. Oop, distracted. Okay, so that's one championship. So we gotta do another championship, and I think to go to Yar Valley and do one there. Scramble over here. Grassroots mixed surface. Okay.
How about a reasonably priced cars championship? See how fast you can go on a budget.
Well, we got the RSX, which is pretty nice. Bigger Integra. Delgo, but that's a drift car. The Legacy. Quite a bit of different cars here. Let's do the Acura Integra. I'll be right back for a second. Yeah, I'm back. I had to adjust a little bit. Readjust. But wait, hold on. I had to put this mic closer to me. There we go. Oh, what's good? What's good? At least I know the chat is working. Something there. Not really much in the beginning of the stream. No, so that's kind of how it is. Just started streaming like 30 minutes ago. Stream doesn't really get active until later. So there's not really much to say that I can say right now. Aside just doing or playing the game. And 20k, not bad. We could do this to be fair. And then we can drive something else. So maybe one of the cars in the list here. And we'll drive the Legacy. I built this car like way back in 2018. Specifically for online adventure. It's one of the A-class cars I could like use. It's definitely not the launch. But is this any good? Because we'll find out. I mean, this car is built for all of the above. It's online adventure, right? So I kind of try to make it work for dirt, for street. Playground games of the King and Vectin, like all those things. I try to make it work. I'll look at the tuning after this, and I'm actually interested. And to just see what I tuned back in 2018. because see what I would do differently now with that mindset of, oh yeah, this is gonna be for online adventure. Clearly, it's not that fast. It's already on the top of 8 or something like that. So we have to do a little bit of different upgrades on top of the fact too. But let me just look at the tuning for now. Let me just look at it. Okay, cars, tune car. What is that? Tire pressure, I literally did nothing. Did I even tune this car? I don't think I even tuned this car. I would know from the jump if I tuned it or not. For example, I would have the springs in a certain way. Like the like for example, the ride height would be like this, and then back in 2018 I would do that all the time. That's not, I definitely hadn't touched the tuning. No, I didn't want to apply that, bro. My fault. Reset. Yes. And now I actually can see. Yeah, I didn't tune this car. So I didn't tune it, which is fair. Because I didn't really know what to do with it, to be fair, at the time. What else can I use? I could use the RSX. Definitely not that, because I think remember that being a like a drag race car. That's a drift car. That's an older drift car. It's like a rally car, but it's like max upgraded. Let's just do the RSX. Where is it? Wait, hold on, hold on. This thing is front wheel drive. This thing is front wheel drive. Forgot. I can't quite tell if it has understeer or not. Obviously, it's gonna have natural understeer because it's front wheel drive, but I can't like not lift it. Or gas the car and see. Nah, it doesn't have understeer really. I mean, it kind of does, but front wheel drive at the end of the day. Yeah, but it really doesn't have understeer. It's got like throttle control a little bit, and I can get it to extend. So that's not a bad front wheel drive car. Hey, now that's the second championship. We got 4 more to go for this stream. We haven't done one at surfers yet, but I'm trying to figure out if there's like a trail. No. I think it's, yeah, literally is just road races, alright. Byron Bay is kind of the same thing. But I have a driver retard I have to look after. And then Kira's gonna be like, hey, there's a brother. I'm there already. Like, oh, Kira said nothing. Kira said nothing. Kira did say nothing. I guess since I'm already there, she doesn't want to say anything. But this avatar is gonna be just like level 1 or something. Probably on this road, maybe. Okay, it popped up. Right there. Level 45. Let's go. I definitely want that.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Yeah, I know. I know I need to turn left.
Turn left.
Yeah, they're not really gonna catch up. I'm gonna just kind of, you know. Yeah, definitely adding you to this lineup here. Anyways, I was thinking we can't really do surfers, we can't really do Byron Bay. Unless there's something in Byron Bay. I'm not seeing. No. Yeah, this is all road races. So it's really just Outback in New York Valley right now. I think I just finished the Outback. Finish up that. Like 3 more in that area. And this is our 3rd championship. So yeah, we do 3 of those. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and then we can do like something in York Valley afterwards. Ford versus Holden.
Ford versus Holden. Don't worry, I brought in extra security to keep the peace.
I'm on Team Ford. What is this one? Destruction skills boost. Let me use that. Wait, it's a Ford, right? It's a Ford, right? Let's see. Yeah, it is a Ford. There, a Ford. Got me a little bit worried there. I was gonna betray my team. Yeah, this thing has automatically, I can tell. This thing has understeer. Yep. Could be just on the high gears, to be fair. Yeah, it might be that. But we're on the 3rd right now. For a real drive car, I mean, like, it's heavy. It might be heavy too. And a little bit of a dive bond there. Might lose it. Yeah. Not making you win, buddy. Okay, this guy's car is quick. Guess it's not so quick. I don't know. Oh, my game froze a little bit there. I am playing this on a disc. The disc has been used since 2018, so I wanted to check something, but I don't remember what I wanted to check. Not the tuning. Oh, I want to check like the stats here. 531 horsepower. It doesn't even weigh that much. 3000 doesn't even. Torque is kind of high. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense, kind of. Do I dare? Do it. I mean, I could drive the other thing. The other has a crazy paint job. The other Ford GT. The Horizon Edition one. I don't know what I was doing back then, man. 2018. I was doing random things. Random designs. But this is fairly new. I just built this thing like about a couple months ago. For like short. So it should be decent. Obviously it's gonna be a little bit difficult. I mean, if these guys can get a, give it a little more room, then that would be very appreciative. Missed it. Sorry, RS200. I have a little bit of room to catch up there because it's on the road. Missed it again. Or another checkpoint anyway. I could catch up to this GT40. Not quite. I don't think so. Not quite. Fourth is not bad, to be fair. This car, not that bad. Now let's try the crazy paint job one. This thing is built for dirt races. I remember that. But I can't defend this paint job here. Yeah, I don't. My designs are better, a lot better now. But I haven't made a design in a while, to be fair, as well. So it's kind of like waiting for Forza Horizon 6 so I can make more designs. Anyways, there's one car to take a picture of. Two. This thing is built for the dirt, so let's see. As I crash. GT40. You missed a checkpoint there, buddy. Did I miss it? No. Okay, really? Yeah, this is Horizon 3, not Horizon 4, so a lot of things are indestructible. I don't know why I put... Like, I would never put Forza Aero on a car in these days right now. I'll be listening to your stream while I'm at work. Just like, okay, thank you, man. Yeah, but I never put Forza Aero on any car these days anymore. I only do it when I absolutely need to, else the car just wouldn't, like, it's like, if it's literally not drivable, I'll put Forza Aero on it. That's it, though. Like, even some cars it was tough to control. Like in, like, when I was playing a lot of Forza Motorsport 2025, 2023, 2023. Like, there was this Corvette C5. I was in like the top of B class. That car is not for the weak. I didn't put Forza on that car either. But I managed to get a first place at Mugello. I'm pretty sure it was Mugello. I had to do. There's a video on that. It was crazy. I couldn't believe I actually like won that race. Because there was another guy that had like a much better car than I did. I only won because of the straight in the beginning of the track. Literally the straight, the long straight. That was the only reason why I won. Because I was able to just draft everybody on that straight. Yeah, but the guy that would play second place, that placed second, his car was a lot better. He was in like a, I'm trying to think now. He was in an M3, an older one. He was in the E36 M3, and he had aero on it and everything, and it was a lot easier to handle. So the corners, he had me in the corners all the time. The straight was the only thing that I had in that race, and I still won that. I can't believe it still to this day. I think it was last year that race happened or something. But you know, Nick, if you know what your car can do, you gotta just utilize it, bro. I don't want to use this ugly Forza aero, man. I'm kind of glad that Horizon 6 is changing that a little bit. Like for example, this doesn't look good on this Ford GT. Like this rear wing does not look good on this Ford GT. I only have it on because it was an old build back in 2018. And it's kind of using it. And it's not too bad, to be fair. It does the job. Yeah, but this paint job I'm not defending because it's let's move on from the paint job. Okay, so that's the third championship. And we'll keep doing the Outback. I just want to get these dirt races out of the way. Heavy hitters, wild scramble, okay.
This one is gonna be fun. Heavy hitters. Nothing that tips the scales at less than 2 ton. Driver not included, of course.
Let's try the Escalade. Last time I tried the Escalade, it wasn't... The thing is, it's too heavy. So, but it's saying heavy hitters for this championship, so we'll give it a chance. I don't know if Beast Pop is gonna tune into the stream. I'm not sure because I need to have a talk with bro. This is what I was not expecting this. You see the car list here? What is this car list, man? And then we just have this Gurkha over here struggling. Was not expecting this one. At least I'm not in the heaviest car. This Gurkha is definitely. We had a couple of Raptors, some pickup trucks over here. I don't think I have to take a picture of any car. That's fine. Okay, I was not expecting that. What's the car in first? I missed checkpoint. What's the car in first? Got a Raptor ahead of me and Hummer. I'm pretty sure. No, the old Lambo pickup truck or whatever. It's a Bentley in the front. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch up to that. Might have to cheese it a little bit. Might have to cheese this win. Maybe not. I have to draft him and stay on him. What difficulty do I have this on? I think it's expert. It's having a pro. Something I like the most about Horizon 3 is that the driver tours are actually like difficult compared to most of the games, I would say. Like compared to Horizon 2, for example, the driver tours here are actually difficult. Because in Horizon 2, I have the difficulty at unbeatable to pro, mostly unbeatable in most cases. But for this game, I can't even have it at pro most of the time. Sometimes I have to have it at expert. But I can't really say on Horizon 4 and 5 because that's where I kind of just didn't bother to care about the progression anymore. I just played online. Well, at least for Horizon 4. Horizon 5 was a little different. Because I was still playing online, but not like with friends or anything. Okay, what's this here? Or oh, we have a Bentley here. We have a Bentley, but we keep using the Escalade. Let's put it up to pro real quick. I think it's like an expert right now. The difficulty. Okay, difficulty. Difficulty is expert. Let's put it to pro. Yeah. I'm about to get humbled real quick. There's an instant difference. Might actually have to lock in here. I kind of hope this for Horizon 6 as well. I hope the drive cars are actually like, we'll see. We'll see. But I kind of hope this way as well. Or at least as the further you get in the game. Within the traditional career mode anyway. Like, I want the drive cars to actually like, be difficult. The higher the difficulty is, not too easy. Like, this is pro difficulty right now. This is pro difficulty. You can just, like, it's, you can tell it's a little bit more difficult. That being said, two things being said, I missed a checkpoint, but also doesn't mean I cannot do it. Definitely can here. And I just had to hold off the Bentley because I can't just not cheese a little bit. That challenge was quick. It's a little bit of rubber banding, I think, but I mean, I feel like every racing game has a little bit of rubber banding when it comes to the AI. But I'll probably have to turn it back to expert at some point, like when I'm in like S2 hypercars, for example, because that is a little bit ridiculous. I don't even know what I don't even want to know how what unbeatable is like. Like it's a little bit crazy, but that's how it is for this game. adjust something else. Maybe like let me be in the Bentley this time. This is probably bone stock, but whatever. It's like almost at the top of A, so. Yeah, this time I'm in the Bentley. Someone in the Rolls Royce. The field of view is way different. It's kind of getting used to it. Bentley. What are we doing? What's going on here? Bouncy suspension. I don't even know what that is. Very bouncy suspension. And to see what's up with that. Okay, noted. I have to kind of be more careful. But I kind of can't do that because pro is pro difficulty in this game. Like actually pro. And I got another lap. I'm going against a Warthog and another Bentley. That's not the same Bentley. Oh, Beast Pop is here. Okay. Alright. Let's lock in a little bit. Before. After. Well. Not something to say after, but lock in a little bit here. It's a question, so it's a genuine question. It's a genuine question. That's the 4th championship. I have to double check, but okay, so first thing I want to say to Beats Pop. First thing is that there's no hard feelings here. But I do there's definitely something that needs to be addressed. And just give me a second real quick. Let me check the stats here. 48. Okay, I have 2 more championships, but okay. So last week there was a bit of a scuffle within some random short that I made or whatever. And I know you're talking to somebody else, technically speaking, but at the same time. And here's the question coming up. Did you really hear the last, yeah, you didn't really hurt my feelings, but did you really hear the last thing I had to say within that scuffle? I just want to know that. Like the last thing I said to you before you said my bad, this is wrong, this is the wrong person or whatever. That's just a genuine question, because I feel like you kind of need to hear that in a sense.
The Horizon Sports Utility Heroes Championship. Let's take these urban assault vehicles out and see what they can do.
Just let me know, because you might have forgot. I'm not sure. Yeah, about that, about how I said for you to not ask, because here's what I have to say on that. I don't like it when someone asks too many questions to me, because I feel like they're not really getting to know me like naturally, and it's kind of like forcing things, if that makes sense. Like, I prefer genuine convos, genuine conversations. And you know, maybe it's misinterpretation, but I don't know. I feel like you need to hear that in a sense. And you know, there's other YouTubers that feel the same way as well, like bigger creators, smaller creators, whoever it is. It gets to a point where they're gonna ignore you, and that's how it is. Like, right? You would ask somebody like Nick or Aero12 Gaming a bunch of questions, they're not gonna really respond back, or even, you know, heart the comment, for example, or answer your question, whatever the case may be. Even a smaller creator would be, you know, a bit hesitant to do that as well. Like, just kind of ignore it. And for me, it kind of led to the point where I was about to ignore you, and I didn't want to do that because I do genuinely care about people. And yeah, I don't want to do that to people, to just completely knock them off like they're nothing, right? But obviously, everybody has different circumstances and certain things that they kind of need to do. Like, bigger creators kind of need to ignore people that just ask a lot of questions, because they have a bunch of other comments that they kind of have to answer. For example, Eric Ship 111. Not sure if you know who that is. Is like informative sports person that talks about literally everything that's going on with the series, the Forza Horizon series, the Forza series, general things, other racing games as well. But he always, you know, looks at comments and stuff. And yeah, like, there's certain comments you just cannot answer, really. Like, that's how it is, or respond, or even like heart. So that's it. I kind of just need you to realize that, in a sense, because to me it feels like you haven't, and I just want to make that as clear as possible. So yeah, again, no hard feelings or anything. I was kind of losing it a little bit last week. Because, you know, I was a little bit frustrated. Like, how is it, you know? But, something I had to address, man. It's something I had to address. Yeah, I don't really get it or understand, but you also don't really get it and understand. You know, we always misinterpret things as people. And yeah, we don't really know the full story of people. That's it. That's all it is. I don't know your full story. You don't know my full story. You know, there's always like assumption. There's always assumption at the end of the day. There's always assumption. So I don't know what you're going on in your life. I don't know. I got quite a bit going on in my life. That type of thing. I will try to if it asks too many questions from now on. Okay. I kind of get what you're saying. But yeah, I prefer... There was somebody on Xbox that were asking me too many questions. I'm not gonna label who they are. But there was a person that was asking me too many questions. I kind of ignored them. I wasn't transparent to them, which is fair. I could have been more transparent, like stop, but I didn't know how to deal with it at the time. So I just kind of ignored them and they kind of stopped. And I think they kind of realized that that was the case, but you know, I'm just not that type of guy, man. I can't really deal with so many questions. I prefer like get to know me naturally a little bit. You know, like how's my day going? Things like that. Rather than, oh, how you feel about Need for Speed Unbound, for example. But yeah, that's kind of just it. That's what I wanted to address. My day is going good. Otherwise, it's been going good. I have other stuff to do, so that's why I didn't really stream my usual scheduling. I kind of just letting things happen now. Nowadays, I kind of just letting things happen, and just making room for things that need to be, you know, made room for, but otherwise, you know, I'm just kind of letting things happen. You seem like a pretty cool and chill guy, I respect. Yeah, I would say I am. I'd say I am. I thank you for that. I appreciate that. I tend to forget that YouTube, there's a lot of different demographics within YouTube, and I kind of forget certain things, man. And I kind of had to relearn. Every time I get deep into content creation, it's always like the same issues I have every time. It's like kind of annoying, but I'm trying to work on it. Like Instagram has a different demographic, TikTok has a different demographic, YouTube has a different demographic, so on. And I'm doing all of those things, so like Instagram tends to have a lot of people that just make jokes, so I'm used to that. I'm mainly on Instagram Reels. So I kind of used to that type of thing. TikTok is... Oh, we get to TikTok. I'm not really on TikTok, so I don't know about TikTok. But then YouTube is kind of like, I don't know, literate, I guess. Like people just want to know like certain things right away and can't really clock certain things, but that's about it. Well, I'm currently not in college right now because of what's going on in the world. Um, I live in Canada, so it's tough out here. It's not really, I can't really do college right now. That's kind of it. It's tough. It's tough out here in Canada, man. It's tough out here. So I can't really do it here as opposed to somewhere like the US. But yeah, where I mean, I did college. Like I did a year program at college. Like about start 2024, end of 2025. Like no, sorry, not explaining that properly. Q4 2024 to then like Q2 ish 2025. I did like I did the arts, like everything about the arts. Kind of that. It was just a year program. So it was literally just a certificate that you got at the end or something. Yeah, but that was about it. Like I want to continue college, but I can't right now. That's the issue. A lot's going on in Canada. It's just tough out here, man. Like for example, the funding, it's for those that are in need for like tuition. We can't really do anything about it. We can't really go into college. We can't really go into university. It's not, and for someone like me, yeah, like I don't really have much money, and so can't really do college right now. I'm hitting the same pillar. There we go, I missed it now. Or at least avoided it, that's what I should say. So yeah, I'm just kind of like, I'm just kind of just on the back burner for college for now until things get better, and then I'll probably go back into it. If that. I don't know how long that's gonna take. You know, something else I'm realizing is as a YouTuber, you have to think about what you're saying, man. Else, yeah, you got to think about what you're saying, and that's why I'm kind of trying to apply these days as well. For literally anything, you kind of just need to think about what you're saying. Do you want to do like a job, or YouTube was always been my my dream since the beginning. Since I laid eyes on YouTube, since I laid eyes on the platform, I wanted to be a YouTuber. 2015, 2014. It was like Q4 2014 when I'm not really sure when I first jumped on the platform and started watching videos. I'm not sure. I think it was 2014. I do remember watching a video from Era 12 Gaming talking about the video was Forza Horizon 2, of course. The Xbox One version versus the Xbox 360 version. I think that was one of the first videos I seen from Era 12 Gaming. And then from then on, I just kind of like started watching. But no, because before that I was watching before I was watching Tomcat. I don't know where he is or they at. I don't know. I don't know where they are now. What they're doing now. But I used to watch a lot of Tomcat during like 2013, not 2013, 2014, I think. Before Horizon 2 came out, I think. Before Horizon 2 came out, I was watching quite a bit of Tomcat. 9700 Gaming used to be known for. I'm not sure like what they're doing now, but used to play a lot of Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. And at the time, I was kind of playing a lot of Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. So I kind of just watched their content. And it was fun. And I really, like I said to myself, yeah, I want to be a YouTuber one day. Here we are. 2019 I started. At least this channel. Had multiple channels before. But this channel, 2019. Yeah, then I just been... Yeah, but I kind of do want a job though. But then that's also difficult to get. Can't really get a 9 to 5 right now either. It's tough out here. It's really tough, man. So I'm just kind of like, you know what? I wasn't really satisfied with how my YouTube channel went last year. You know, some of my reviews didn't do well. My Need for Speed Carbon review didn't really do well. Like at all. My Pro Street and Undercover reviews did well, better than Carbon's, but still like, you compare to what I was doing in the start of the year with the Best Horizon series and like some of my older reviews, I was a little bit disappointed. So I was like, okay, let me just lock in and just make a bunch of content this year, because that's all I kind of have right now to do. So yeah, it's just like, you know, at this point, I'm just kind of just waiting for Horizon 6 and see how that goes there. But we still have quite a bit to go, and it's very close, but it's very far at the same time. All I know is I'll be ready for it. No, literally like 4 days early, because I pre-ordered the game. And the you know, premium edition, the highest version or whatever. As you can tell, I kind of do like to ramble a little bit, but you know, that's me. Bit of a yapper, but that's how it is. I can work on that a little bit, but you know. as far as what's on the agenda for this month, like there's gonna be quite a bit more variety of racing games. I'm not just locked to a few Need for Speeds and a few Forza games. Like I can actually do like more games now since I have Essentials Game Pass. So yeah, that's kind of that. That was that championship done, right? Yeah. So then there is, yeah, we've done all the Outback ones, I think. Is there literally no more Outback ones? There's literally none. Yeah. So there's kind of just Yard Valley, and then we could do the road races at both Surfers and Byron Bay, or whatever the leftovers are. Yeah, but this is my last championship, guys. So if you guys have a little bit more to ask, you guys can ask. If you are still watching, not sure. OBS is a little delayed.
Let's hit the dirt. It's the classic rally championship.
Okay.
Hey, Devonte. A lot of
I
people are
know.
talking about this driver. I think they'd be perfect for your lineup.
I know there's a driver that is probably like level 23. Yeah, there they are. 103. Wow. Amazing number for a level. Assuming you want to get a job in art because you study art in college.
100 yards.
Yeah, like graphic design would be nice because I kind of want to do graphic design when I, go back to college, but obviously that's not really the case right now. But I got a couple of suggestions that I should do, like maybe like a car garage where I just fix up cars and stuff, which is not a bad idea, but I don't know. At this point, I'm not sure. But yeah, the car garage thing is not a bad thing, to be fair. That's something I could do, but there's always a but. It's not easy to get a job these days. It really isn't. And my game froze again. Yeah, if you see any freezing, that's the game. Like, that's the disc. Because I'm not using like a digital copy of the game. Using a physical copy, so it's gonna be freezing a little bit. This disc has been used since 2017, like Q4 2017. Going into 2018. I do miss 2018, man. 2018 was like Q means like quarter year. So Q1 would be like January to March. Q2 would be, and I don't know quite the specifics, but that's kind of what it means. So Q4 is kind of like the last bit of the year. So November, October to December, something like that. And then Q3 and 2, yeah, Q3 and 2, Q2 and 3 will be in the middle of the year. So Q2 would be like April to June, and then Q3 would be like July to September or something like that. So for example, Forza Horizon 6 is dropping Q2 2026, and that is May something 2026. Well, it's like something like Horizon 5 dropped in, it dropped November, so like Q4 2021. This Lancia Fulvia is like actually so good. Like it drives so like nice. Don't you say spring, summer? Yeah, you say those too, but those are like different things. Those like seasons. I mean, like they're kind of the Q is kind of like another term. Like you can say seasons for the most part, for most situations, but if you need to really be specific, you gotta kind of say Q4, for example, Q3. Also, Beats Pop, if you want to ask like questions and stuff, ask more questions during streams and not during videos or shorts. That's another thing too. I can answer these like more in live streams, because it's like I can actually look at chat properly now, since I have like a monitor. Not playing on a TV anymore. Playing on a monitor now, so there's a lot more space here, so I can actually look at chat properly. I had to like move around to check. I can like check while I'm playing a little bit. The crew 1's delisted. The crew 1's delisted. I'm not sure about the crew 2, but I'm pretty sure it's still up. And the crew Motorfest obviously is new. It's the new game, so obviously that's still up. In terms of Need for Speeds, there's only a few Need for Speeds that are delisted. Like I'm pretty sure Need for Speed The Run, the one that I'm reviewing, is delisted. The Shift games, so Shift 1 and 2, those are delisted. And as far as I know, that's about it. Practically all the Need for Speeds are still up, even like the older ones, like the classic games, like Hot Pursuit 3 or Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit, my fault, or Hot Pursuit 2. There might be a little bit, I don't know. I'm not really sure on Need for Speeds, because Rivals isn't delisted. To be fair, it's not delisted, but you can still play it because of the servers are out, the online servers are down, but you can still play the game single player. But you have like Need for Speed 2015 that still has like it's fully online, and not sure what EA is gonna do with that. The time is ticking. That's what kind of happened to the Crew 1. The game technically didn't get delisted, but the online servers went down and now it's not playable because it was fully online. And Need for Speed 2015 is fully online, so I'm not sure what EA is going to do about that. But outside of that, I think like Need for Speed Payback is not delisted, I'm pretty sure. Need for Speed Heat is not delisted. Need for Speed Unbound is obviously the new game, or the latest game. When you look at Need for Speeds before 2015, Rivals is still playable. Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 is still playable. The Run isn't. The Shift games aren't. The PC only Need for Speed World game isn't. Well, except if you mod it, it's a PC only game. Hot Pursuit 2010. I'm not sure about that one. There's a remastered version, so you can get the remastered version. So that one is kind of like that, to be fair. I think Need for Speed can make a comeback. I don't even know at this point. I'm not sure. If we're gonna hear anything about Need for Speed, like literally anything, leaks, whatever, it won't be, my prediction won't be until like maybe 2028. At this rate, 2028. You won't hear until the next about the next Need for Speed. But Black Panther is always like on top of that. What's going on with Need for Speed? Yeah, but I wouldn't expect to hear like on the game until 2028. It's I don't what happened to it. A lot happened to Need for Speed. So while they're making the latest game, Need for Speed Unbound, while they're making it, while they're in development, making Need for Speed Unbound. Like even before, it's a full story, bro. It's a full story about Need for Speed right now. It's a full story. So let me start here. Need for Speed Heat. Okay, very successful game. Made a lot of copies or sales. And it was developed by Ghost Games. At the time, Ghost Games. EA decided that, you know what, we're gonna shut down Ghost Games. I don't care if the game did well, but Need for Speed did well, but I don't care. Remember Slap Train? Oh yeah, I know Slap Train, bro. But anyways, yeah, like you know, the game did well, but we're still gonna cancel we're still gonna shut down the studio that made the game. So then we move forward a little bit to 2020 or something, while EA tasked Criterion to make Need for Speed Unbound. So Criterion used to make Need for Speeds. They made Hot Pursuit 2010. They made Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. But you know, it's a different bit of Criterion. It's a new set of you know, developers or whatever. It's a little different. Regardless of that, so they come in, make Need for Speed Unbound, but oh no, sorry, EA has a different idea. They want Criterion to also work on Battlefield 2042. By the way, Battlefield 2042 at the time, they wanted to make them, or they wanted to Criterion to make Battlefield 2042 at the same time of making Need for Speed Unbound, at least what I know. So they're kind of juggling the two or whatever and stuff like that. Apparently Need for Speed Unbound was supposed to have a lot more to it, but that comes a lot with Need for Speed. A lot more things are supposed to happen for Need for Speed games overall. Every Need for Speed game, there's like just wasted potential, seems like. But anyways, you know, 2022 comes around. You know, there's rumors that the game is supposed to drop, like Need for Speed Unbound supposed to drop 2022, but we really like not heard about anything about the game until like 2 months beforehand. Sorry. So we haven't heard about Need for Speed Unbound. It didn't get promoted. The game didn't get promoted or nothing until 2 months before the game released. Why is that? Well, obviously because E3 is no longer a thing. At the time as well, it wasn't no longer a thing, so they couldn't announce the E3 fair. Need for Speed Heat was announced during Gamescom, which is about August or so. So yeah, we expected an announcement for Need for Speed Unbound August 2022. We didn't see it. We had to wait until October to see the game, to see a trailer about the game. So it was so stupid. It was so dumb. And EA wonders why Need for Speed Unbound didn't do well, didn't have any because the game didn't get. Y'all didn't promote the game. Like, what did you all expect? Y'all put all the effort into Battlefield. You have so many developers developing Battlefield, but not Need for Speed or literally any other EA game. It's so annoying, bro. And on top of that, we had Battlefield 6. And guess what? They asked Criterion to develop Battlefield 6 as well. While they were, you know, Criterion was still like providing updates for Need for Speed Unbound. They were still asking them to go to develop Battlefield 6 or to help them, while there were so many other studios helping that. It's a lot of things, bro. If you're talking Need for Speed Unbound, yes, it released in 2022. Battlefield 2042 dropped in 2021. But the thing is, EA is putting all their focus into Battlefield and not to any other game they have in their lineup. And it's very frustrating. But there's like they're kind of like going at a different angle, it seems like now. I kind of watched a video from Black Panther a couple of days ago, and it seems like things might get better, but it's not even guaranteed at this point. Who knows? They might just ask Criterion to develop Battlefield 7. And then Need for Speed is basically done. I heard they couldn't promote Unbound because they blew their money. Yeah, that too. They had a lot of it was rough, bro. It was rough. Because apparently, like, there were some allegations about A$AP Rocky, and so they had to like kind of shift the direction for the game. Apparently, A$AP Rocky was supposed to have like a larger role, like much larger role in the game. So that's kind of why I guess the story isn't as good as it could have been. But there's always something about Need for Speed with its wasted potential. Every time, every Need for Speed game is like that. I say the only game that didn't really suffer with that is Need for Speed Heat. When it came to its wasted potential. Yeah, I could talk about the updates. I could have got more updates, but the base game it's really good, at least in modern time. Like modern Need for Speed. Need for Speed is the least wasted potential, I guess. Obviously, if you look at the golden age, like Need for Speed Underground 1, 2, Most Wanted 05, Carbon, they had a, it was a lot easier back then. Black Box had a little bit more room, but as like time went on with Pro Street and Undercover, it was a little bit rough because they were making other games as well on top of the fact, like Skate. But yeah, like Pro Street, in my opinion, is a top 5 Need for Speed, but even that game has some issues. And then we're not even gonna talk about Undercover, man. Undercover is something. Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on with Need for Speed, man, every time. And it's kind of like tired of it. Why can't we have like a proper vision and EA accepting the vision? And just letting things happen and just letting the developers do what they want to do. Yeah, so I don't really expect anything about Need for Speed. No like leak, no rumor, no nothing about the game, like the next game, until 2028. At the earliest 2028. That's my prediction. This guy gonna, nope, you're not winning, buddy. Undercover was my first PS3 game, so I'm gonna be a bit, yeah, you're gonna be a bit biased towards it. Yeah, I understand that. I'm a bit biased towards Most Wanted 2012, to be fair. And that's not, I'll talk about Most Wanted 2012 when we get to the end of the year. I got a review coming for it. But am I right in saying that Need for Speed is a much open world? Because you're always being, yeah, you're kind of right on that. But there's certain games that you have more freedom of, like for example, Need for Speed Unbound, you can't, like, they don't just randomly start chasing you like they do in like Need for Speed Rivals, for example. It's like there's like a meter. I don't know how to explain it. There's like a meter. Like when you get nearby them, there's a meter that kind of increases, and when it fully goes out, they will start chasing you. Kind of like in Need for Speed Heat as well. It's the same thing. It's more egregious in the night in Need for Speed Heat. But in the day, no, in the day, in Need for Speed Heat, in the day, you can just do whatever. But in nighttime, you have to watch out for Need for Speed Heat. Anyways, Payback, there's literally no cops whatsoever in free roam. Like there is cops in the game, but like during like events, like races, for example. I think I'll prefer the crew more than, yeah, the crew is, but even the crew is a little bit grindy too. It really comes down to like what you would want from the crew. You have to do a little bit more research, in my opinion. Just take a look at the Crew 2 and take a look at the Crew Morfest. Both games. Because I couldn't really tell you. Like, those games are kind of grindy as well. Because they're kind of like, what they call it? What's that word for, they're more like RPG games. And don't ask me what the, I don't know the definition, the proper definition of RPG. It's kind of like the Crew games are kind of like RNG based. They're really RNG based. And RNG, I can explain RNG. Random number generator. Random number generator kind of means like it's kind of just random. Like within the Crew 2 and the Crew Morfest, they have this part system, like this upgrade system where you need to do events to get like, let me give it time to think here. It's luck, yes. And it gets repetitive, yes. But there's certain things you have to do to get better parts for cars. Like in the Crew Morfest, for example, there's certain like they're called affix stats. Kind of like the Crew 2 as well. They haven't really changed the system where you can like adjust certain bits of the car, like certain like, it's very like specific stuff. Like for example, if I'm like trying to get XP, if I'm trying to get more money, I have to apply certain parts to get more money and to get more XP. But you would have to have legendary parts. If that's, there's a lot of different things for the Crew. Like for the Crew Morfest, I'm kind of set. You know, I've done a lot of grinding in that game when it first dropped. A lot of grinding, like a lot. But you don't really need to do that much grinding in the Crew Morfest as much as you have to do in the Crew 2. Because you kind of like, when you're going through the career mode, you're kind of just driving, like it gives you a lone car throughout most of the events, if not all the events within the Crew Morfest. So you can kind of just do random playlist events and drive the car that it gives you to, but at the same time you have to have a certain car to get in those playlist events. But you know, for the Crew 2, the Crew 2 is more grindy. I think the Crew 2 is more grindy than the Crew Morfest. But I haven't played the Crew 2 in a while. But when I was playing, it was during like 2018. It's less grindy, obviously, because there's a lot of updates for that game. But I think they're still updating the game a little bit. Maybe not. But yeah, I think the Crew Morfest would be better for you, Beats Pop. I think it would be a little bit better than the Crew 2. I think the Crew 2 is more grindy overall. Is Forza the only game with classes? No. Like Need for Speed Unbound, for example, has classes. It has tiers. It's the same thing, but that's what they're called in Need for Speed Unbound. And I have to play Need for Speed Unbound again. I actually can play it now, because I have Game Pass Essentials. Video for a random day. I don't know. Video for a random. I had to hop back on that though, for real. I miss playing that game. Like online anyway. I don't really care for offline because it's separate modes. like completely separate modes, different progression. Why am I on the Xbox dashboard for? I can. What time is it now? I can do something now actually because I have essentials now. Let me do something until like 4 o'clock. Then I can hop off. Let's do online adventure. Something like that. Let's see if I can find something. Might have to mute some people. Or I can just do this. And that works too. Yeah, I know you said Forza Horizon 3 in the title, but you could play the crew. Yeah. Well, not in this single stream, but for like this month overall, I can do more games rather than just like I could do. Yeah. When I played Need for Speed Undercover, I couldn't. Oh, shoot. The game, sorry. Stream lagged a little bit. We're back. Yeah, but a lot of people missed out on the challenge series and for Undercover. I tried to get it when I played the game for the review, so I can do it. Cause I tried to like 100% complete these Need for Speeds when I played them. But I couldn't do it, so like you had to like download it from the PS3 thing, and the PS3's online servers or whatever are kind of like down now.
In 400 yards.
Maybe like on the 360 is a different, you know, it's a different situation because I think that's still up, but on the PS3 it isn't.
Keep right. Keep right. In 400 yards, bear right.
I like how it was free. Yeah, it was a free add-on, yeah.
Turn left.
But it wasn't like built in the game, which is like it wasn't built in the base game,
Turn left.
which kind of annoyed me a little bit because it was like that for Pro Street. I mean, Pro Street didn't really have a challenge series, but Need for Speed Carbon, it was built in technically.
You have arrived at your destination.
Also, on this online adventure thing, there's gonna be something I'm gonna do in Horizon 6 that's gonna be pretty interesting. The first video of that is coming in June, but it kind of is related to this. And there is a video that's coming out soon that is gonna be based off of this, what I'm gonna be doing with friends. So just stay tuned for that. When did you get Game Pass? I got it literally at the start of this month. So I can just, yeah, I got Essentials. Next month I'll probably get Premium. The month after that, May, I'll probably get Premium again. I'm in the red team. I need to get XP in this. Not really, also in this, I didn't really think about the car I was picking. In this S1. My other red guy is in first right now, so it can just kind of clutch a little bit. I'll just get XP. I think you guys can hear the game a bit less now. I'm not sure. I actually don't know. Maybe it's the same volume, not sure. Yeah, I'm playing online currently, but it's only gonna be like for a couple minutes now. I finally can do something now. I wasn't able to play online for months. I guess that kind of like stopped me a little bit last year. Not really making much content. No. Like for the video or online for the next video for this game for online adventure, we're gonna do a couple of friends and we're just gonna go into public matches. Like about maybe 4 or something, maybe more than that. I got quite a bit of XP. Sorry, R383. Now I just play to win, or to play to beat this guy up ahead. Maybe I could catch up to bro. In stream, so viewers can join, but not right now. Like maybe for Horizon 6, maybe there will be one, because I'll be doing these type of like the idea I was like what I said I was starting in June. I'm doing like one video of that every month from starting June. So maybe like 1 month I would do viewers, depending on like how much of an audience I would have at the time or during that time period. This guy's like kind of just blocking me, bro. Fortunate. Yeah. So I'll start June and do one video of that every month. Usually I would record it, but I could do like a stream where I would like include include viewers in it. You should record with not that big yet, I don't think. Maybe in the future. I could maybe, but I'll let them like holler me, if that makes sense. I'll let them holler me instead of the other way around. I'll stay solo for now. Well, I seen a bit of Sid Wags videos, but not really. Kind of just watch like my regular watch literally most of the time, or when I can anyway. I don't really have much time right now because of my own content, but it's kind of just Black Panther and Era 12 at the moment. And then Eric said 111, yeah. Kuro HS, yes. Dove_7 if he uploads. Dustin Eden if he uploads. They don't really upload as often. But it really comes down to if I have time to watch them at this point. I kind of watch quite a bit of content on YouTube. It's not just racing games. Like I watch a bit of FPS content, like COD, Call of Duty, some Fortnite content because I still, play Fortnite. Fortnite's still like my most played game right now, but it wouldn't be when Horizon 6 comes out. We have to wait until that. A lot of different content I watch on YouTube. It's not just racing games. Do you have a preference between AR12? Not really. Like I would like what I would say equally, but I don't know. Like Black Panther is kind of more on Need for Speed, and then AR12 is kind of more on Forza. So it really comes down to whether or not would I rather watch. If I'm watching Need for Speed, if I want to watch Need for Speed content, I would watch Black Panther. Whereas if I would, want to watch Forza content, I would watch AR12 Gaming. If that makes sense. Because that's kind of like the games that they would rather play. I don't think AR12 Nick really likes Need for Speed like that as much as Black Panther does. Vice versa. Black Panther is more on Need for Speed than AR12 is. Like a lot more. And I don't think he doesn't really like Forza that much, to be fair. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna really love Horizon 6 for real. I prefer Black Panther because he's more lively and more with and more of a personality. Yeah, I would say so too. AR12 Nick is more straightforward and direct, but AR12 Nick can be funny as well. It's like different types of humor that they both have. You know what I think it is? I think Black Panther is more outgoing, whereas Nick is more sarcastic in terms of their humor. That's why I think it is. I watched 3 laps and sci-minded, sorry, I can't really see. Trying to lock in this. I don't know how long this championship is. Like this mode is always like iffy because you kind of need to get XP so you can kind of waste clean because you can just get clean racing skills, but you kind of need to drift as well because you won't get that much XP. But then you kind of get more XP when you win. There's a lot of different things here. This guy in front is pretty good. He's in a nice car, I guess. Trying to catch up to bro. I think he's in an NSX. Was he in an NSX? Yes. I don't know. If it's the end, of the championship, I was stop it. But yeah, what do you have in route up or scoot over? Oh, that was the last. But I kind of jumped in during the second event. That was fair. 3rd place is fine. My stream is lagging a little bit. I'll vote for the next championship. Maybe like S1. They're all tied. Yeah, so in real life, I just got disciplines and stuff. Oh yeah, my stream is a little bit, it's buffering a little bit. That's why I was saying. I can tell, like the OBS is telling me that. I guess I'll pick the Huracan. I'm not really gonna play this. But just stay tuned for this month. There's gonna be more variety in content. I'm thinking of doing, there's gonna be a Crew 2 like gameplay video, filler kind of gameplay video on commentary. I'm thinking about doing the Crew Motorfest. I'm thinking about doing Need for Speed Heat. I'm thinking about doing Need for Speed Unbound, but I can't do all of those obviously within 1 month. There's certain videos I have to make. Like there's a video I have to make in the middle of the month.
Turn left.
And there's a certain video I have to make within the end of the month, which is the Need for Speed The Run review. But that's kind of it. Outside of that, I can kind of make something work. I figure out what I want to do, but thank you guys for watching. Those are watching the VOD. Please shut up, Kira.
I got a text that said there's somewhere in this area.
Like, okay. Thank you all for watching. People that tuned in for the stream, people that are watching the VOD. I'm gonna try to stream next week. It'll either be on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I'll let you guys know, I guess, through community post, because I'm not really sure yet. But yeah, I'm gonna try to be consistent. But yeah, it's gonna be Tuesdays or Wednesdays. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. Peace.